Greetings, Divine Radiance. How are you today? Welcome to Wednesday Live and Power Hour. Hey, Mishan. Hey, beautiful. How are you? How are you? Welcome, 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 everyone. I am Nahkila Isha. Let me go ahead and get us streaming over on. Okay, there we go. So, welcome to Wednesday Live and Power Hour. I am Nahkila Isha of AshworthScott Life Sculpting. I am a divine interpreter, psychic life coach, and mentor, assisting you with activating the divinity and wisdom within your soul so that you are empowered to create and live an abundant life. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Mishan, it looks like you're the only one on with me. Someone else just got on. So, whoever it is, leave a comment, say hi, let me know who you are. Welcome, welcome. So grateful to have you on. Hi, Lacey. How are you? Welcome. So, are you guys excited that today is December 30th? And if so, what are you excited about? Hi, Envy. How are you? Welcome. Hi, Portia. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Phyllis. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, thank you, Misha. I'm grateful for you too. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Today is a beautiful day. It feels amazing, amazing, amazing. It got kind of warm in here. You guys, I don't know if you saw the snow that I posted on other platforms, but we had snow. It was really cold. And so I have the ceiling fan going because it's actually pretty hot in here. The windows up, the ceiling fan's going. It's not summer hot, but it's hot. So yes, great to see you too, beautiful. Thank you for joining. And as we're waiting for others to come on, you guys, I'd like to let you know we are reaching the end of the year. And I know there are many of you that have been planning to work with me, that have gotten the message to work with me. And now is the time to do it. As we end this year, going into next year, your investment amount is going to increase. So if you have been guided to do it, now is the time. Even if you start with the group mentorship, if you were planning one-on-one and you're like, not yet, start with the group mentorship. Start there. It is a wonderful place to start. So yes, I would love, love, love to have you. So if you're interested in that, let me know and we'll connect after Empower Hour. So Lacey said, new year to start new intentions. I'm ready to put my tools to work. Yes, yes. And so it is. And Mishan said, I'm on a full moon high. Yes, the moon was so beautiful. Even before it got dark, my son and I, we were out and I was like, the moon's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at the moon. It was just amazing. The energy is amazing. So, yeah. Did you do anything special, Mishan? I know you did something because in the group you were encouraging everyone, even if they didn't do any big, huge ritual, to take a sacred bath. So, did you have anything that you did that was pretty exciting and energetically charging? So, yes, yes, yes. So, welcome, welcome, everyone. So, listen. I'd like to, first of all, say thank you to all of you that have been joining me since the beginning. Those of you that those of you that were patient when I was out, and those of you that have adjusted to the time change, those of you that have invited others to join our community. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Thank you for sharing our community with others. And thank you for allowing me to serve you. I am so, so grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So let's go ahead and get started with our breathing. Okay, let's just go ahead and get right on into it. This is our last Empower Hour of 2020, you guys. I was about to say 2019. It's our last Empower Hour of 2020. So let's do this. Let's go out with a bang. Hey Mimi, how are you? So if you're joining for the first time, we go live every Wednesday for Wednesday Live Empower Hour at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And we always start off with our breathing. So I'd like you to close your eyes and just allow yourself to relax. And I'd like you to inhale slow and deep through your nose and just breathe in love and light. Allow yourself to feel it, visualize it going in your nostrils and traveling throughout your body. And then when you exhale, I'd like you to exhale out through your mouth and allow yourself to release any and everything that is no longer serving you. Okay. So let's just go ahead, and while you are breathing, I'm going to be sending energy to your heart chakra and your solar plexus. The Reiki energy is very intelligent, so it will travel wherever your body calls for it to travel to. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our breathing. Inhale slow and deep, love and light. And exhale slowly out your mouth, releasing all that's no longer serving you. And as you continue to inhale love and light and continue to release all that's not serving you, I call in highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, and helpful companions, all of highest light and love. I call on you now, and I thank you for filling this space. I thank you for using me as a vessel to deliver a message that is rooted in highest light, love, and truth. I thank you for opening the hearts, the minds, and the spirits of those I'm called to serve today so that they may receive whatever message serves their highest good to receive. I thank you, and so it is. So just go ahead and breathe in that love and light. Just breathe it in and allow yourself to bring in healing through your breath. Just feel that love, light, and healing entering through your nose. And just allow it to spread out throughout your entire cellular being. With every exhale, releasing all that's not serving you. And just allow yourself to feel good. Allow yourself to feel excited about what's ahead for you. All your hard work paying off. And as you're continuing to breathe in that love and light, I'd like you to bring your attention to your crown chakra located at the top of your head, giving your crown chakra permission to open. Open your crown chakra now. And just allow the loving energy from the divine to pour in through your crown. And just feel it traveling down to your third eye. Feel it extending out to your ear chakras. Traveling down to your throat, down to your heart. And feel that loving divine energy as it travels down to your solar plexus and your sacral. Traveling down to your root, into your thighs, into your knees, your calves. Feeling it traveling down to your ankles and your feet. And you may notice a tingling sensation at your feet. Just allow the soles of your feet to open and allow those roots to burst out through your soles. Feeling those roots as they penetrate whatever your feet are resting on, traveling down to Mother Earth, to her core. And just take a moment to send Mother Earth gratitude, love, light, and healing. And then connect to her heartbeat. Just feel Mother Earth's heartbeat. And as you feel her heartbeat connecting to her energy, bring that energy up through those roots. Bring it up through the soles of your feet. Feeling it in your ankles and your calves. Traveling up to your knees and your root. Up to your sacral and your solar plexus. Your heart chakra and your throat. Feeling that loving energy as it travels up to your ear chakras and your third eye. And feel it travel up and out your crown. And just allow that energy to connect to the energy of your highest source of love and light. Feel those energies intertwine as they travel back in through your crown. And just feel it as it travels throughout your entire cellular being. Promoting healing within, self-love, acceptance, and just feel yourself become relaxed and release all the tension of the day. And just stay in that energy for a moment, continuing to breathe in the healing and breathe out what's no longer serving you. And then when you're ready, just go ahead and open your eyes, and let me know how you feel. Hi, Flowing Feminine. How are you? How are you? I believe this is your first time joining us, unless you've changed your screen name. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So yes, you guys, let me know how you are feeling after doing that. If you feel any more relaxed than you did before, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Envy said 10 out of 10. Awesome. Hey, Kimia, welcome. Kimia said feeling great. Awesome. Mishan said, yes, I finished my magic potion and took a sacred bath. Awesome. Awesome. So I am going to start with our I am card. Ooh, 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 ooh. Michonne said, man, I feel so relaxed. That is so good. So good. If you guys feel more relaxed now than you did before, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Hey, Charmaine. Awesome. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Phyllis said, feeling warm and fuzzy. Great, great. Charmaine said, so relaxed. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, beautiful. So our card is, I am confident in all that I do each day. Why did I sound like I was reading like a preschooler? I am. But let's give this a boost. I am so happy and grateful. I am so excited and grateful that I am confident in all that I do each day. So we can boost it with that gratitude. We can give it an even bigger boost by adding that excitement, right? That happiness to it. So this is our declaration for the week. And if you are taking down these declarations, pretty soon you'll have a whole list that you can do every day. In addition to your mirror work, whatever you're doing now, you can add it to it. So, okay, so let's see what messages Spirit has for us today. Ooh. Ooh, that card just flew right on out. Oh, there's two. Okay, okay. Two that flew out. I'm hearing heart healing. Getting grounded. I'm hearing in your sacred space. Okay, I'm being told to pull from the bottom. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why I just heard bottom bitch, but we're going to find out, y'all, because you know nothing's coincidence. Nothing's coincidence. So why did we hear that? Why did we hear that? Okay, that's a weird way to let us know. But what I was just told was it's time to understand your value, right? And what's coming through is understanding what you bring to the table, right? What you bring to the table. So when we think in terms of the metaphor that was used, you know, there is a value in having that position, right? It serves you as well as you serving. And so this is the relationship, not the Spirit is saying that that is what you are, but it's the type of relationship, right? As you are serving, what you're doing to serve is very important. It's very valuable. It's very intricate to the operation being this light work that we do, right? So what Spirit is telling me is that there are so many of us that are still doubting our positions, doubting our value. We're still in that mindset of little old me, what can I do, right? Or when we're given our duty, our task, right? The memory is us being given, remembering why we're here. We sometimes still delay because of doubt, right? And fear came in as an afterthought, but what Spirit is saying, it's doubting that you're capable, doubting that you're valuable, doubting that you're good enough, right? And Spirit is saying, let that go. Assume the position, know your worth, know your value, know what you bring to the table. And this has come through before regarding that rainbow bridge, right? We are that rainbow bridge. Those of us that have said yes to our calling, we are the messengers, right? We are the ones that are here to create that shift. And so what Spirit is saying, there are so many that are still disconnected from their soul, disconnected from who they are, right? Disconnected from their gifts. And they are not going to reconnect without you, right? Without you. Some of us have been psychics and messengers and light bearers our entire life consciously. But there are many of us that did not become conscious of our role or even our gifts until we healed, right? So there are so many people that are still disconnected and they cannot get the message directly from the divine because they don't believe they can. They don't know that they can. So without you, that message will never come. And Spirit is saying, look at that and understand just how valuable that is, how valuable you are, right? It's so important, so important. So let me see what you all are saying because we have a gang of cards today. So let's see. Let's see. Charmaine said, I see. Sean is laughing. You know, Mimi's laughing. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm going to give it how I get it. Now, I may not understand why I'm getting it, how I'm getting it, but I'm saying it. And I know Spirit will make it make sense. I was like, okay, Spirit, make this make sense because I'm a little lost. So, yeah. Kimia said, hey, you all, I'm wondering how to set up for meditation. I have sage sticks, but what can I What else can I have to be prepared? So when you meditate, to be prepared, all that is required is you, right? Now, with the sage sticks, what you can do with that is cleanse yourself, cleanse your space. After cleansing with the sage, I recommend using something sweet. It can be incense, it can be lavender, it can be Palo Santos, because the sage will clean and clear energy. Not only will it clean and clear the energy that you're choosing to release, but it'll also neutralize, right? So the same way you would charge a crystal, you're going to recharge yourself and bring in those positive energies, right? Recharge your home and bring in those positive energies. And you can do that with the sweet stuff that you can burn after. As far as meditating, you can sit, you can lay, right? And you just breathe. And similar to what we just did, right? When we start, do that. Just close your eyes and just inhale that love and light and exhale. Inhale slow and deep through your nose, exhale out through your mouth. If you're sitting or laying, just make sure your spine is straight so that life force energy can flow freely through you, but there's no special position. There's no special way to hold your hands. Just bring yourself and your breath. Okay. And if thoughts come, allow it, acknowledge and just let it pass, right? Just let it pass and focus on your breathing. You can also say to yourself, breathe in, breathe out, right? To keep your mind distracted from unnecessary thoughts. Or you can also chant a mantra, right? I am peace. I am grateful, whatever you choose, right? So yeah, that's all you require is just you and your breath. So look, our first card we got is discontent and boredom. Discontent and boredom. Kimmy said I have the same rap. I got this from Ross like years ago. So what is this? Oh, okay. So Spirit is saying, if you haven't already become discontent and bored with your life, you will. If you haven't already, you will, right? You will. This is for those of you that are still on the fence with your calling. And what I'm being told to tell you is things are going to fall apart to push you into bringing them together, right? They're going to fall apart to push you into bringing them together. So here's the message here. Spirit is saying, we've been getting the messages, right? We've been receiving the guidance. We've been receiving the nudging. And now it's time for us to take that leap. It's time for us to step out on faith and do what we are being called to do, right? Because this is a new world that is amongst us. And Spirit is saying, I'm hearing you're on the front lines. You're on the front lines. So just imagine if you were on the front lines of anything, right? And there was movement and you were not moving, you would get trampled, right? And so what Spirit is saying is that trampling is an indication that it's time for you to move. You are in your position because you chose to be, right? If we walk to the front of a parade, how do we get there? We choose to walk up there. Right. But as the parade moves forward, if we don't move, we'll get trampled. And so Spirit is saying you are being called. You're being called right now, and it is time. So if you feel discontent with life, it is not going to shift or get better until you take action towards making it better. That can be your healing, right? That can be your awakening. That can be your elevation. That can be releasing people, places, and things that don't serve you that you've been holding on to, right? It's going to be different for each of us. It can be increasing or improving your health, right? But Spirit is saying now is the time. You are not going to be able to be comfortable in that does not serve you any longer, right? It's time to move beyond. It's time to move beyond. Now we have the authority card. And what's coming through with that is it is time for you to take authority over your life. What Spirit is saying, it's time for you to be your own muscle man. It's time for you to be your own boss, right? Your own ruler, your own king, your own queen, right? And as that's coming through, what Spirit is also saying is that whatever you are seeking in others, right? If there is a void that you are attempting to fill, whether it is through another individual, whether it is through substances, food, whatever the case may be, Spirit is saying it's time to get a hold of your life and make a decision. It's time for you to choose. And what you're being prompted to choose is you, your happiness, your peace, your well-being, right? Your goals, your dreams, right? It's time to choose you. No more self-sacrificing. No more self-sacrificing. Allow yourself to walk through that door of abundance. And the way that you get to abundance, the route to abundance is through self-love. You are not going to receive abundance in all areas of your life, including financially, until you are loving yourself, right? Now, as I'm saying this, I'm being told to share a conversation that I had with someone just the other day. So we're always, as human beings, right? We're always seeking the next best thing, right? We're always seeking to up level. We're always seeking more, right? Whether it's more peace, whether it's more love, more balance, more money, we're always seeking more. But as we're choosing more or we're seeking more, with having more comes responsibility, right? Now, Biggie said more money, more problems, but we're not claiming problems. But the reality is, with more money comes more responsibility, right? With more of anything comes more, right? Like is like, it attracts the same, right? So, what Spirit is saying is if you're saying, I'd like more, I'm choosing more, give me more, thank you for more, but you aren't doing more for you, then your lack in self love and self care is going to reflect in the lack of what you're seeking more of, right? So when you're saying you like to receive more money, but you're not meditating, you're not giving yourself your time and doing things for yourself, you're not taking sacred baths or giving yourself time to recharge. Well, what you're saying is, I'm not equipped to put me first. I'm not equipped to love me more. So if more responsibility comes, I'm just going to lack in that department even more. And you are Spirit's first priority. So in order to receive that more, we're being called to show, look, I got me. I got me, Spirit. I'm ready. I can handle more, right? I can handle more. It's like on a job. If you tell your boss, you know what, I'm ready for a raise, and your boss goes and look at your work and was like, but look, you didn't do this, this, and this. And every week you forget this. You fail to do this, but you're like, but give me more responsibility. Your boss is going to be like, you ain't ready, right? So think of it like that. If you're asking for more, if you're choosing more, if you're seeking more, show Spirit that you're ready for more by loving yourself more, right? Not just in words, but in action. So what's something that you have been guided to know it serves your highest good to be a non-negotiable in your life, your daily life, or your regular routine of life, right? However the frequency goes, that you have yet to commit to, that you have yet to be consistent with, right? These are the areas that Spirit is saying to explore and to get better at loving yourself more. And then more will come, right? More will come. Let's see what you're saying. Camilla said, yeah, Ross. Phyllis said, hey, sure, I know you're on because Phyllis said your name, but I don't see you yet. Let's see. Awesome. Phyllis says she's getting the hernia surgery. Yes, Spirit showed her she will be okay. And yes, you will. Yes, you will. Charmaine said, facts. That's so true. And exactly what I went through. Yeah, see, we are always so quick to say, I'm ready. Give me more. Bring it on. And Spirit is like, okay, slow down. Hold your horse. Whoa, Nelly, here, finish this first. Show me first. You know, it's like a child asking for more broccoli and they still got a plate full of broccoli. You're going to tell them, eat that first, and then let's see how you feel, right? So, yeah. Phyllis said, on the front line. Facts. Charmaine said, I got very uncomfortable. Yes, right? And now that you are in the realm of what Spirit told you to do, right? Being in action in that, how are things now? So Charmaine is saying it's facts because she experienced that. Spirit had been constantly saying, start your channel, do this, do this. And Charmaine had not done it yet. She had not done it yet. And she finally moved forward in doing it. And what she's saying is when she wasn't, she was uncomfortable. So share with us how that uncomfortability has changed as a result of moving forward. And even the fears, you know, the things that were holding you back, now that you're doing it, right? Where did they go, right? You know, oftentimes Spirit will give us a task and we have all these reasons why we don't do it. But when we just step out on faith and we do it, not only does life improve, but we realize all those things that were holding us back, they were just up here, right? They were just up here, right? And you guys remember I share with you my what I live by. What I live by, I am committed to allowing my commitment to following the guidance I receive from Spirit to be stronger than any of my human hangups, right? So what that means is it does not matter how uncomfortable it feels. It doesn't matter how scary it is. It doesn't matter how much I do not feel like doing it. If Spirit tells me to, it's getting done, right? It's getting done. And there are plenty of times I'm pushed out of that comfort zone. See, we got a comfort zone, right? And it's adorned with all these pretty little pictures of our fears and our doubts and our worries, right? And it's time for us to redecorate, right? It's time to redecorate. Redecorate those walls with surrender, with trust, with faith, with action, right? And then the more we do that, then eventually that comfort zone is just wide open space, and we have the ability to go wherever we choose. There's no limitation. There's no four walls holding us in, right? So imagine being in your home your entire life versus traveling the world, right? Whenever you feel like it. And some of us can imagine, because some have been in quarantine for a very long time, right? So imagine just being in those four walls versus traveling the world. It's very, very, very much so like that. So we have passion ignited. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl said that's awesome. You will have to take it easy for a few weeks, but you'll be fine, Phyllis. Phyllis and Nahkila says, you are so speaking facts. I'm so grateful. So grateful. Let's see. Michonne said, so true. Oh, wow. I get it. That was Charmaine. Michonne said, reprogram the mind. Yes. Hi, Jalessa. How are you? Oh, you are so welcome for the confirmation. Let's see. Phyllis said confirmation. OMG. Charmaine said a lot better. Hey, Daisy. Hey, Daisy. So if you all have channels that you like to be followed, I have a channel. Follow, subscribe. Because I know Charmaine does. Daisy Divinity, who is DeAsia, does. So yes, you guys, please, please, please support one another. Charmaine said, even though I'm still living in the same life, I feel better about my life because I'm focusing on a dream and not so much the nightmare. And see, and this is the thing too, this is the key, what you just said. It's because when we take that action, right, it may not come to us immediately, right? We may not take action and then bam, smack dab in our face, we're in whatever, Spirit said we would receive, right? Because there's a process at times. Sometimes it happens like that. You step in, you're there, right? But sometimes it's about getting acclimated in that new level. It's about learning more about what held you back in the first place, learning more about it, healing it, releasing it, right? And that focus, what are you focusing on? If you're focused on your timing as opposed to divine timing, then you're going to lose focus, right? And you slow it up. But if you continue to focus on the promise, right? The promise the Spirit made, which is when I guide you, you trust and surrender and take action, it is already yours and I will bring it to you, right? You do your part, I'll do mine, right? When you're focusing on that knowing, the bigger picture, you get there a lot quicker, right? And you learn so much along the way. So passion ignited. What I'm being told is it is time for us to begin living a life of passion. No matter what we're doing, no matter what we're experiencing, there are so many things that are mediocre in this world. And Spirit is saying you deserve to have your life not be one of them, right? What are you truly passionate about? What do you love? Absolutely love, right? Whether it's in your leisure time, your spare time, whether it's your work, right? Whether it's your business. Spirit is telling us to no longer settle on any front. No longer settle. If you are settling, remind yourself that you are not dust and you do not do that, right? You get up and pursue whatever it is that your heart is calling for you to do. Because you can have abundance in every area when you have that feeling of excitement, that feeling of happiness, right? That motivation that burns internally, right? And so Spirit is saying the only way you're going to feel that way, think about when you get up every day, those of you that have worked for someone else. I remember when I left my management position at the furniture store and went into management position at Ross. I hated that job. Number one, it was way too simple, way too easy. And I really love connecting with my sales team. I really love connecting with customers, right? I hated the way Ross was designed. I hated that job. So each day I got up, I dreaded it, right? I was never a person to call out from work. When my grandfather he transitioned, I went to work when I worked at the furniture store. Same day, went to work. At Ross, I had time. Oh, I was taking it, right? Because I hated it. But that energy I felt every day was affecting me from creating the life I'd rather have, right? Now, of course, we can do it. We can do something we hate and we can still maintain that positive energy, but it's a struggle, a struggle. And a lot of the energy that we're putting into coming out of the struggle of the low vibrational frequency could be put into creating what we'd rather have. But when you can get up each day and you wake up like, oh my gosh, it's a new day. Like, I love what I do. Let me get out there and do it, right? Let me serve. Let me, whatever it is. If it's cooking, let me cook. Let me act, whatever the case may be, right? Let me watch children. Let me walk dogs, whatever it is. And we're excited about it. That excitement, that feel good, right? It's elevating us towards our higher calling, towards our higher dreams, towards our higher goals, right? So Spirit is saying, you just do your part, right? You focus on the healing, right? Healing of self. You focus on your mindset. You focus on the trust, surrender, and the action, right? You just focus on your frequency. And then we'll make sure that we match you and then some. You know what I mean? So Spirit is saying, do your part and Spirit will do theirs, right? So passion ignited. Passion ignited. What is the fuel to your fire? What is the fuel to your fire? Let's see what you're saying. Daisy Divinity, who is DeAsia, say, yes, please drop your channels. Would love to subscribe. Let's see. Envy said, yes. Phyllis said, absolutely. Michonne said, oh, wow, Daisy, take a sacred bath. Phyllis said, I love it. No longer settling. I'm not dust. We are not dust. Not up over here. Not yet. Think of when you're dust. When are we dust? Like, this physical form is going to eventually turn to dust. But that's when we dead, right? That's when we dead. As long as there is breath in this body, right? As long as there is chi energy flowing through, right? We don't settle for anything. And we've been taught to settle. We've been taught that life is getting up with an alarm. I don't get up with an alarm anymore. If I have something to do or time to get up, I say, before I go to bed, Spirit, this is what time I'm choosing to be up. Wake me up, please and thank you. Because when we wake up with that alarm, think about how you feel when you hear that alarm. It's not soothing. It doesn't feel good. There's a ding at your frequency because that doesn't feel good. It's annoying. It's irking, right? And that's how you wake up, right? And then you get up and you're like, oh, I wish I could be asleep, right? So now you're thinking about what you rather have, which is not what's going on, right? And your frequency starts off a little bit down. But when you can wake up feeling good, stretch, drink some water, use the bathroom, meditate, give yourself time to be in your energy, really focus your thoughts, really be in control of your vibration, right? You'll notice that your day, it starts off pleasant and you experience more pleasant things. You may even experience things that are not that pleasant, but your response to it is a lot different than your response when you wake up like, ugh, you know what I mean? So Spirit is also saying for some of us, we're being called to get more rest. And we have this acceptance card. What I'm being told to tell you, it is time for you to fully accept yourself and the challenges being placed before you. It is time for you to accept yourself and the challenges being placed before you. Now, what does that mean? Some of us are not accepting that we're divine. It just is what it is. We are divine beings, and a lot of us are performing under our capabilities. Why? Because we are still trapped in this falsehood that we are just human beings. This body is human. This soul is divine. This body dies. This soul is eternal, right? This body can be bamboozled. This soul cannot. So what are you choosing to be connected to? Your body, your mind, or your soul, right? Now, with that being said, Spirit is saying being connected to your soul doesn't necessarily mean you're disconnected from your body. It just means that you're choosing to allow your soul to be your guide, right? Integrating your soul and your body and your mind through things like grounding, through things like meditation, and through your healing, right? through your healing. It's time for us to unlearn the things that we have learned, right? And the only way you're going to do that, where you can unlearn them. Unlearning something is very different than being aware of the falsehoods, right? Because many of us are aware. We're very aware of the falsehoods. We're very aware of the matrix, right? We're very aware of the traps that have been placed before us, but we have yet to unlearn them, or we have yet to become independent of them, right? Right? We can know something. They taught us that knowledge, right? Knowledge is key, right? But it's applied knowledge. What are you doing with the information that you have? How are you utilizing it to shift your life, your world, and the world around you, right? So it's not enough to know something. You also are being called to unlearn the things that don't serve you, right? Unlearn them. Reprogram your unconscious mind. Reprogram your conscious mind. Reprogram your steps, your action, your responses, right? This is huge. This is huge. And then also today, what I am being told to point out is all these fours that we have. Okay, so we had a 4 here. We got a 4 here. We got a 4 here. And look at that. Look at that helping hand, right? When you reach up, spirit reaches down, right? And then we have these 2 cards, 3 and 1, which equals 4. So there's lots of 4s here. I'm being told to look up the number 4 too before it's all said and done. Ha! Okay, look. And then spirit just told me to add all these up. And you know what they equal? 4. When we add all of these up, they break down to 4. So listen, we're going to see what that message is. So we have fertility. Fertility. You are stepping on, I'm hearing hollow ground and fertile ground, right? And when the hollow ground is coming through, what I'm being told is it's hollow because spirit is saying it is up to you what you plant, right? It is up to you what you plant, which means you have a clear, clean slate to create whatever you're choosing. You have the ability to put in your garden of life whatever you choose. Are you going to replant this new, fresh, fertile soil with doubt, with fear, with lack? Or are you going to replant it with confidence, courage, security, freedom, trust, action, right? Surrender, abundance. What are you choosing? What are you choosing for this fresh, fertile ground that spirit has blessed you with? What are you choosing? Now, what I'm being told to tell you is just like the metaphor of planting seeds and always comes through, but just like with anything we plant, if I don't water my plants, they're going to die, right? They're going to die. And then that soil is useless. It's barren. So spirit is saying you have this clean slate. It's up to you to decide what you're planting there. And then when you decide, it's up to you to nurture it, right? It's up to you to care for it. It's up to you to make sure it stays fertile. That's your maintenance, right? So it's not enough to just go through your healing journey to make changes and then say, well, I'm done. I did it. Oh, we're feeling good, feeling great. Now we're just going to coast on along, forget everything that got us here, right? Spirit is saying the maintenance. It is in the maintenance, right? It is in the maintenance because all the effort, the work, the energy that you put into growing, right? Growing all these beautiful things in your life. And then you just look at it, admire it. You eat the fruit, right? Eat the veggies, right? And then you stop taking care of it. What are you going to eat then? Then you're going to be looking at everybody else's garden. And we know what the world has in their garden, all the things that we healed from, unlearned, and released, right? So now we're caught right back in it, right? So spirit is saying your maintenance is so important, because every day you are being bombarded with things to disconnect you from your soul, right? And in your garden, you have an opportunity to grow the tree of life. If you're not feasting on the tree of life, you're feasting on death, right? Death, the death of your mind, the death of your identity, right? The death of your will, right? The death of your connection to your soul. The death of the connection to your greatness, right? So it's totally up to you. Totally up to you. I'm hearing become one with the earth, become one with the earth. So let's see what you all are saying. Phyllis said, I love it. No longer settling. Okay, I read. Yes, we are not dust. I guess Spirit said, read it again. Charmaine said, my channel is Light Connections, but I don't know how to link it. I'm still learning this YouTube technology. So if they click on your, wherever you are posting on right here, it doesn't take them to your channel. Do you have two channels? Because typically when you're commenting, it will, whatever channel you're on, they can click it and take you there. So let's see. Hi, Saria. Welcome. Welcome. I am so grateful. I'm glad you're here. Saria said, loving what you do. It's is energizing. Awesome. I'm so grateful. Let's see. Cheryl said, maybe you just need to catch up on some rest, Daisy. Charmaine said, it's more difficult than I thought it would be. Let's see. Awesome. So Kimia, you will be the first one for reading since you paid first. And if anyone else is choosing to have a reading, you can send your payment to the Cashapp. And then after Empower Hour, we'll go into the mini readings. Okay. Let's see. And thank you. Thank you. My mom said, I choose to be connected to my soul. Yes. And so it is. Hey, Mom. Charmaine said, wow. Cheryl said, I've been seeing a lot of fours too. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to get to that. Deasia said, I just saw a picture of hands reaching out to each other. So yes. And as that message of if we reach up, spirit will reach down came through, the other message that came through as well is we have a responsibility to the other souls on this planet, right? Because when we think in terms of we are the divine and human form, well, if we are the divine in human form, so is our brother and our sister. And so just like the divine reaches down to us, right, as we're reaching up, it's our responsibility to also reach down to those that are reaching up. Now, Spirit didn't say it's our responsibility to reach down, go searching, pulling folks out of their mess that's got their hands all up in their mess. That's not what we're here for. But a person can still be in their mess, but they can be striving to elevate and they just don't know how, or they don't see a lifeline, or they don't see a branch. Well, that's when we're called to reach down, take hold of my hand. I got you, sis. I got you, bro. Right? And we do that by being a living, breathing example of what it looks like to choose to love self more. Right? So what does that mean? We're showing them our process, right? How did we get there, right? For me, it really started with meditation, asking Spirit, what was my purpose? It started there. And when I heard, it took action. I've shared this with you guys. This is not an exaggeration. As soon as I heard life coaching, I literally stopped meditating and started looking for schools. I took immediate action. And you know what? I was so broke. So broke. My mom can tell you. I have never been one to borrow money. That was never my thing. And that time I borrowed money from my mama, my uncle, right? And that took me pushing some fear aside because that was hard for me, right? That was hard for me, right? I was so broke and I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to start school next year. But you know what I remember? My thoughts create my reality. So what am I doing? I literally said to myself, I like, Nahkila, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I told my mom, I said, nope, I'm starting this year. And I had faith because I knew that my thoughts would create my reality. I had faith, right? I had faith. And Spirit provided a way. Spirit provided a way, right? Now it took me being willing to step outside of my comfort zone, right? But that money was there, right? It took me being able to be guided, right? It took me putting in effort, but the money was there, right? And here I am. Here I am. My healing began, right? My education began, all from me following the guidance, fearlessly following, trusting in the fact that I can create whatever I choose if I choose it. And what are we really choosing? We're choosing our thoughts. That's where it starts. Choosing your thoughts, right? So for some, it starts with meditating, right? It starts with your healing, right? If Spirit is saying, now is your time to heal, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Right? If Spirit says, now is your time to leave that job, What are you waiting for? If Spirit says now is your time to start that business or start that channel, what are you waiting for? Spirit is not going to guide you into doing anything that you will not be supported in doing. So whatever this mind is telling you, see, it's pushing you out of your destiny, pushing you out of your greatness. Whatever this mind is telling you, it's up to you to say, Spirit's got me. Look at this. If Spirit says, come this way, Spirit's not going to leave you hanging. Spirit's going to put that hand down and pull you up. But you can't be a dead weight like, come save me. No, you got to be reaching, right? Spirit's going to say, put your foot there. But if you're like, no, my foot is fine here, it doesn't matter how much Spirit's holding on. If you slip because you failed to put your foot where Spirit told you and you fall, that's not on Spirit, right? So it's just time. It's time. It's time. So Phyllis said, wow. Michonne said, yes, Spirit got me. And so it is. And so it is. Charmaine said, Nahkila, Spirit got me. Mantra has got me through so much. I am so grateful because it's true. Spirit got me. Spirit got me. These are my sayings, y'all. Spirit said what Spirit said. That's what I say anytime there is an inkling of, well, maybe I'll. Spirit said what Spirit said, right? Anytime I'm facing a new challenge or I'm being called outside my comfort zone, right? Spirit got me. Spirit got me. And sometimes being called out that comfort zone may feel like being called out of the comfort of your home with the fire going, right? It's all cozy and warm and it's freezing cold and you got a bunch of pit bulls outside in your front yard and Spirit's like, come on out. And you like, wait, what? You want me to do what? What? And it's a gang of folks out there waiting to jump you. I will be Spirit said what Spirit said. Spirit said, come out. I'm coming out, right? My armor is the divine, and there is nothing stronger than the divine. Nothing stronger than the divine except my willingness to create, co-create, to join forces, right? And do what I'm guided to do by the divine. That's the only thing stronger than the divine is me and the divine together, right? That's the only thing. My willingness to do what I'm guided to do, right? So, yeah, it's time. Spirit says it's time. It's time. And look what we got. Trust. Listen, Spirit is on a roll today, y'all. Trust. Look, and as we're talking about that comfort zone, you see that? See that? So this self-love, even look at that hug that's going on. You see that self-love, that self-care, right? And the nest, right? The nest. Now let's look at this. The nest is on top of the egg. The nest is on top of the egg. Okay. So what I'm being told to tell you is you are comforted. You are comforted. You are shielded, but it's time for you to step out on faith. Time for you to step out on faith, right? It's time for you to step out on faith. The longer you stay in uncomfortable situations, finding comfort in your discomfort, the more uncomfortable it gets, and the longer you wait to have your dreams come true. The longer you wait to be happy. The longer you wait to be blessed, right? Think about those people, right? Just think about those people that were always waiting for the fear to go away. I'm going to do it when I'm not afraid no more. That's never going to happen without taking action. The fear goes away when you do it and you realize there was nothing to fear in the first place, right? Imagine those people, we've talked about it, that wait to wear that fancy dress or they wait to, use their good china and then they die and their offspring come into the home and everybody's splitting it if it's a good situation amicably, right? Sometimes they fighting over it, but it just sat there and looked pretty. Never got to enjoy it, right? Don't waste your life because fear has a hold on you. Or better yet, you have a hold on fear, right? Nothing can hold you. It's either you're holding it or you're releasing it. Nothing has a hold on you except Spirit. But Spirit's not going to fight you. This is your free will, remember? Spirit's not going to fight you, right? Spirit is always holding you. But if you're choosing to stay there, Spirit is just where you at. Always whispering in your ear through your gut instinct, through your visions, right? Through your dreams, through others that are placed in your path, waiting for you to take heed and make a choice, right? But if you're holding on to fear, there's nothing else for you to grab. Like there's no room. Your hand's holding on to fear. Let it go. Release it. There's a whole world of blessings waiting for you, right? Waiting for you. So Spirit is like, come on, y'all. Come on, get to it. Get to it. So we have balance and the masculine. So what I'm being told to tell you is the masculine is talking about that action, right? We about that action up over here, y'all. That's what the masculine energy represents, right? That yang. It represents that action. That message came through the other day. For those of you that watched that recording, it came through. That's what it is. Spirit is putting us in a position to be in action. Spirit is saying, okay, now what? Now what you gonna do about it, right? There's no more excuses, right? You're aware now. So now what? And also what Spirit is saying, you are being called to be a warrior here on earth. And you have warrior angels, warrior ancestors, warrior ascended masters, warrior guardians, and spirit realm protecting you, shielding you from all that no longer serves you. But if you're so focused on being connected to your body and you're disconnected from your soul, right? You're not even allowing yourself to receive that support. You don't have to do it alone, right? Why are some master manifestors and others are not? It boils down to belief and choice and action, right? Belief, choice, and action. That's it. We are all equipped with the same tools, right? I may choose to build a mansion. You may choose to build a cardboard box. You may choose to build a yacht. I may choose to build a life jacket, right? Same tools, same capabilities. It's about choice. And some of us may just choose to sit on the ground and get rained on or just jump in the water, right? And float until we get, till we, you get it, till we die, right? So Spirit is saying that if one is capable, all are capable because we are all the divine in human form. We all have the same tools. I'm special, but I'm not more special than you. We are the same level of special. So what is your choice? What are you choosing, right? Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. So let's look up that number 4, and then I'm going to see what you all are saying, okay? Let's look up angel number 4. 4. Okay. What is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was saying, oh my gosh, and oh my guys. You guys, I cannot make it up. When I got on Google, it was an angel, a woman with angel wings, blue angel wings. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's going to be the same on everybody's, that is not the one, on everybody's Google today. You know how sometimes Google will have things, but there is no coincidence that we're guided to, and she's speaking on a podium. We're being called to utilize our voice, 553. We're going to look that up too. So angel number 4 resonates with the vibrations and energies of practicality, organization, exactitude, service, patience, devotion, application, pragmatism, patriotism, dignity, trust, self-worthiness, endurance, loyalty, mastery, solid or building solid foundations, conservation, determination, production and hard work, high morals, traditional values, honesty and integrity, inner wisdom, security, self-control, loyalty, conscientiousness, reality and realistic values, stability and ability, progress, management, justice, seriousness, discipline, system and order, maintenance, constructiveness, dependability, and conviction. Number 4 also represents our passion and drive and encourages us to work harmoniously, yet diligently to achieve our goals and aspirations. Number 4 is the number that represents the 4 elements of air, fire, water, and earth, and the 4 sacred directions, north, south, east, and west. Number 4 also resonates with the energies of the archangels. Now, angel number 4 is an indication that your angels are offering you love, support, encouragement, and inner strength, enabling you to do what serves your highest good to do and achieve your goals with diligence and proficiency. Now, it said need, but we cancel delete that for y'all that's not familiar. We don't do the need up over here. When you take positive action towards your highest intentions, aspirations, and goals, the universe works in your favor and helps you to establish solid foundations and advance you along your path. Angel number 4 indicates that your angels are around you and that you are able to call upon them for help, guidance, and assistance whenever you feel led. Trust that you have all the skills, talents, and abilities to overcome any obstacles and achieve your highest aspirations. Don't y'all love when the numbers are the same as the spirit just gave us? Angel number 4 also encourages you to put proper preparation into your plans and set things in motion with system and order so that you can achieve your goals and aspirations. And that system and order comes from spirit. So we're at 5:55. So you guys know that I've been streaming on Zoom as well, so I can post it to IGTV, but that's an hour. So those of you that are watching this replay on IGTV, you're missing the rest. So come on and join us on YouTube. The link's in the bio. Subscribe, turn your notifications on. We go live every Wednesday at 5. I would love to have you. Okay. And for everybody that's with me still on YouTube, we are going to keep going with the message. Okay. We are going to keep going with our message. So yes. Spirit is letting us know that it's time. It's time for us to take action. So tell me something that Spirit's been guiding you to do. Let me know in the comments something that Spirit's been guiding you to do that you've been putting off for whatever reason. And tell me what that reason is. Let's explore it. Let's see. Kimia said, my daughter wants to know what was she in a past life. I paid for her reading just now. Okay, awesome. We will get to that. We will get to that for her. Awesome. Thank you, Mama. Mom said, powerful baby girl. Always mommy's baby girl. Michonne said, come through, Spirit. Saria said, what's the Cashapp tag? I will share it with you right now. Always make sure I'm spelling it right when my brain is doing other things at the same time. So I just shared it with you right there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Phyllis said, yes. Charmaine says, so true. So true. So I am going to pull another card for us. Let me get these cards. I used more than one deck and then I mixed the cards together. Oh, okay. So we're going to use this deck and see what message comes through from this deck. And I'm hearing, living your life, oh, ain't got no time for haters, living your life. And the part about paper chasers was playing in my head too. So funny because that was the one that was on top. Okay. So these are the we got from this. First, let's just take a look at the scenery. I believe it was in our last group session about getting back in nature, really observing the wonders of nature and remembering how everything that's in nature is with everything, the powers to create nature that the divine provides is also within us, right? That will help us connect to our divinity and our ability to create when we look around. So in nature, it's not just for grounding. Spirit is saying, just pay attention to the smallest thing. Look up at the sky. Have you ever just looked at the sky and looked at the clouds and just been like, wow, and what's beyond the sky? You know what I mean? Stand on the earth, look at the water and just the system of it all, right? The system of it all, how it just flows. Spirit is telling us to observe nature and just really think about what it took to create that. Let there be light. And there was. That's a thought, right? That's a thought that was spoken, right? That speaks to the power of creation, which is manifestation, right? Let there be, and so it is. Let there be, and so it is. See, we have these stories that are guiding us, teaching us our own power, but the way it was interpreted, it's all, fairy tale Fairy tale lane, fairy tale cinema, you know? So, anyways, it says something wonderful is happening for you right now from the universe. Something is happening wonderful right now, right now. Right now, every day, every second of the day, there is something wonderful happening. Every second of the day, something wonderful is happening. I am excited about life. Why? Because I know that everything that I am choosing is already mine. And that excites me, right? It excites me. I see myself on one of those little water huts in the Maldives. I see myself at that underwater restaurant having a nice vegan meal, right? Looking at all the fish and just feeling so grateful because I manifested it and it started with a thought, right? A desire and my willingness to take action. And then here I am, right? I see myself living my dreams. I feel it. I can smell what my meal smells like. I can even taste it. Engage all your senses. When you're engaging yourself, right, in what you're choosing as opposed to what you're fearing, it is inevitable that it will come to pass, that it will be your reality, right? Get excited. Something amazing is happening every day, every day. So, and you deserve it. You deserve it. And look at this one. Look at this one. All of a sudden, all these things just popped up, popped open. What does that mean? Ah, okay. So it's funny because I'm like, you guys, coincidence. So all these things just popped up. And as we were talking about being excited and things happening, right? It was a bunch of notifications just pop up. And Spirit is saying that's how those blessings will appear. They'll just pop up out of nowhere, no warning. You know, you've done the work randomly. Here's your blessing, right? So we have, y'all see what I just did? I did that to read what the message says. But it says the secret to getting rich is knowing that you already are and then acting like it. Do tell me, who manages your assets and those gems? Are they real? See you in Canis, the universe. So see, you guys remember when I had posted that post and I said, we don't do the fake it till we make it up over here. We don't do that. We be it till we see it, right? If you faking it till you make it, let that go. Be it until you see it, right? Act as if you already are, right? Act as if you already are. There are times where there will be something that happens. Let's just say like at a restaurant. Let's say, you know, something happens. Now the old me, if there is any kind of mistake, oh, I'm getting some free stuff, right? You're going to give me something for that mistake, right? It was like automatic. And now there are times when I'm not led to do that. And Spirit will literally ask the question, okay, if you were rich, how would you react to that? Right? If you were rich, there's often times when Spirit will ask that question. If you were rich, how would you react to that? If you were rich, what would you do in this situation? And then I do whatever I would do if I was rich. Now, there are many times that being rich or being where I am now, the reaction would still be the same, right? And then that's when I act in that way. But Spirit is always asking us, are you acting in the energy that you're in or in the energy that you're choosing to be in? Because acting in the energy you're choosing to be in is how you get there, right? And of course, it's done in Spirit's guidance, right? Because that's not to say, oh, since I'm rich, I could spend my rent money, my mortgage, right, on whatever. That's not what that's saying. Spirit will guide you. And when you're guided, do what you're guided to do, right? Do what you're guided to do. I'm going to share this test with you all, and then we're going to get into the mini readings. But we're going to get into the mini readings after I share this with you all. And some of you may have heard this before. So in 2018 was the first Activating You retreat, right? And during that time, I had just received a payment for the retreat. And I have been telling Spirit, you know, I'm getting healthy, I'm choosing yoga, and I was led to this place called Brain and Body Yoga. They were doing this free aura reading, and they had this little event, and it was awesome. You know, I'm a spiritual nerd. I love doing things centered around spirituality. And so anyways, I go, and then of course sell you their classes. And so I agreed. So I came back the next day. I had a meeting with the director, and I was sold, right? I was sold. And then when I found out how much it cost, I was like, oh, yeah, maybe we won't be doing this. And Spirit said, do it. Spirit said, use that money you just received and do it. Right? Instantly, I knew I'm being tested. Right? I literally, this is my other saying. Okay, Spirit, I'm trusting you. Come through. That's the other thing I say all the time. And I said it. And I said, okay, I'm going to do it. Now, here is the beauty of this. My first class, I walk in, right? I walk in the little room where yoga takes place. And on the walls, I see these retreats that they have. They were at the same retreat center that I was having my retreat at later that year. No coincidences there. None at all. It wasn't in the same state either, mind you. We had the retreat in Sedona that year. That was in Washington State. So that was Spirit confirming that this was a test and you passed it, right? And I passed it. And of course, Spirit came through. That payment wasn't missed. You know what I mean? So sometimes Spirit is going to test you. Spirit is going to challenge you, right? And I learned some really amazing things, some of which I incorporated at the retreat, right? So Spirit will always be testing you, right? Testing you. And that test leads you to another blessing when you agree to show up and take the test, right? So do it, do it, do it. And speaking of the retreat, you guys, we are having our Activating You retreat in October of 2021. We'll be at a private villa in Mexico. We have a chef, we have housekeeping. Literally, when we step outside, we have our pool and our little chairs, lawn chairs, and outdoor seating area. And we open that gate, we're right there in the sand, and the water's right there. It's absolutely amazing. There are still some spots available. So if you would like to join us, now is the time. Let me know so we can get you reserved. Okay. So yes, that is the message that was coming through for us as a collective. So there's nothing else coming through as a collective. So we will go into the mini readings. If in fact you are not getting a mini reading, it is okay. I recommend that you still stay on. And we have 7 people on with 7 likes, but I recommend you still stay on because oftentimes I'll be guided to do messages for us as a collective in between the readings. And then oftentimes there'll be something that comes through that you resonate with as well. So when it is a personal reading. So let's see. Camilla said, I am being guided to move back to North Carolina. If you are being guided, do it. Do it. That's all I can say. If Spirit is guiding you, do it. Do it. Do it. My mom said, yes, be it until you see it. Yes, be it until you see it. Fake it till you make it. Who taught us that? Fake it till you make it. Be it till you see it. Be it till you see it. Okay, okay. So, Kimia, you were first, and yours is for your daughter, right? She'd like to have information about her past life. And the mini readings are 25, you guys. They're 25. I know in the past they were 20. I see I received a payment that was for 20. So they're actually 25. When we came back, the price went up by $5. So just so that you are aware, they are 25 for the mini reading. So let's see. Okay, so Kimia, you got one for you and one for your daughter? Okay, yes, yes. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Mom, did you send that on purpose? My mom just sent me a screenshot of me right now. Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna do your daughter's first. That's the one that you paid for first. So I'll do hers first. So Spirit, what message do you have for? Let me see. And your daughter's name is Demia. What message do you have for Demia? Give me information about her past life. So what I'm receiving is she was a queen and a goddess. If you're on, you were a queen and a goddess. You have not spent many lifetimes as a man. You may find that your male energy, I'm hearing, is oftentimes weak, meaning you rely heavily on your emotions. You're more passive than aggressive. And what you're being called to do is step into the energy of balancing both. I'm hearing as a queen and as a goddess, you were very much so a pushover. People took advantage of your loving nature, your loving spirit, and they wooed you with their story. I'm hearing their stories of love and their sob stories. So you may notice that people dump on you a lot, meaning they speak to you about their problems, their issues, what they're going through. But you may find that you don't oftentimes receive the same support in others that you provide to them. This stems from your lack of boundaries. You're being called to understand that you deserve to be strong, you deserve to be in your power, and you deserve the rewards that come from that. In a past life, you witnessed your mother being persecuted because of her strength, because of her defiance to conform. So you made a vow that that would not happen to you. Your original intention was to use this as a secret weapon. They're telling me as a secret weapon, like it was your intention that underneath all that, you would maintain the strength of your mother, right? You would live out her legacy. You would accomplish what she was choosing to accomplish, helping the people, serving the people. But you got caught up in your loving nature. People took advantage, right? And it became habit for you to be that way. What I'm being told to tell you is that strength is still within you. You have the strength of a lion in your soul. You have the strength of 10 armies in your soul, in your spirit. And I'm feeling your solar plexus. It feels like it's warming, like there's a fire under it, right? And what I'm saying is a cauldron, right? A cauldron from back in the day where the fire's underneath and there's something inside. There's something inside your spirit that's cooking, right? There's something within you that's pushing its way up and out, but you keep pushing it down. Allow yourself to be in flow with what your spirit is guiding you to do. Allow yourself to really connect to your power. Start exercising your voice. And I'm being told to tell you, sometimes go out in nature and just yell at the top of your lungs, not a scream like, ah, but like a deep, like, oh, like get it out. Connect to that masculine energy through your voice. Also, what you're being called to do is to release any soul contracts in any existence where you hid your power, you hid your strength, right? Disconnect from, sever those contracts, sever any soul ties from others that played on your weakness, right? I'm being told to tell you that you may also notice that others in this lifetime, they like to use you for what you have. Don't allow it. Set strong boundaries. And I'm being told it's not even like a confrontation that has to happen. It's more or less you confronting yourself. I'm hearing observing yourself and really laying down ways that you can be stronger in your convictions and stronger in your boundaries. You also have a tendency to not take care of yourself. It's time for you to start. Drink more water, eat healthier foods, get moving. Have more playtime, meaning things that you do just for fun that really serve no other purpose except satisfying your soul. And I'm being told to tell you to start praying more, start meditating more. You have to reroute your brain to be in this new energy of power. It's there. And that's what's being brought to the surface, your power, because now is your time to step into that goddess energy, step into that queen energy, and serve yourself as that magnificent servant that you were born to be. You had the ideal right, but you went about it I'm hearing the wrong way. This is the language that they're using, but whenever they do that, they're telling me to remind, but, right? But we know there is no wrong, right? It felt wrong in the moment because of the experiences as a result of it, but it was a lesson, right? It was an experience that grew you, right? They're telling you to be fearless in your nature and don't make excuses for the bad behaviors of others. That goes back to the sob story. Oh, they did this because, right? No, they did it. It was messed up. They did it. It was messed up. And that's the end of it, right? You can forgive and have compassion, but Spirit is saying don't make excuses. Don't be an enabler. Also, I'm being told you had some time with the Underground Railroad. You had, what I'm being told is you had time as a liaison of Harriet Tubman. They're showing me like you were white in that time, and they're showing me that your home was used to allow slaves to pass through. So you've always had this giving, this loving nature, right? You have always been willing to give of yourself to serve others, right? But what I'm being told to tell you is don't give at the detriment of yourself, right? And what they're showing me is in that lifetime you were connected to your strength. You were connected to your power and your fearlessness, right? You were willing to die for what you believed in, but you also had strong boundaries. So connect to those versions of yourself where your boundaries were strong, right? Where you were in your strength, and bring that to the forefront. It's time for you to remember your mother in that past life too, and tap into her strength. Okay. So what I'm being told is she was one of those ancestors that followed you from the beginning of time. And what they're showing me is this energy has been interchangeable, right? It's not your mother in this lifetime, right? But in many lifetimes you have shared energies. At times it was an ancestor in the spirit realm. At times it was a relative in the flesh, not always a mother. That energy has been a husband. It's been a friend. It's been a sister. It's been a brother. And that energy is still with you today. So integrate the strength of that energy. Do it through meditation. Do it through regression, allowing yourself to go into a hypnotic state of time. I'm hearing time ahead. They said time ahead, but they're showing me back, right? Time ahead, but they're showing me back. So what's that all about? Time ahead, but you're showing me back. What is that? Okay. What they're telling me is it's because the time that we're speaking of, when this energy was in your life in the flesh, right? That's one time point. But then the time ahead was not this life, it was in between lives, right? So they said it a really weird way, but they're basically telling you to connect to that energy. You also have to stop worrying about everything. Allow yourself to trust in your capabilities and your abilities, and allow yourself to support the trust. Support the trust. Allow yourself to support and trust the help around you. And they said, yeah, it came out right. Also, accept the trust that has been placed in you. Oftentimes people will give you tasks and people will believe in you, and you may feel like, but why do they have so much faith in me? Why do they believe so much in my ability to do this, right? And I'm being told that ancestor has also placed trust in you to carry on the legacy of the work, which is helping to enlighten others. A speaker is what I'm hearing. You're a good speaker. Utilize your voice. Speak your truth, right? And then speak the truths that you discover. So when you go into meditation, set the intention to connect with this particular energy, this particular guide. Of course, protect yourself first and call on highest light and love, so you're not letting anything else in, but connect to that energy without any expectations and just see what you receive. Make sure you have a journal handy and just write down what you receive. There's some messages that this ancestor has for you that's going to help you on your journey. But for now, you're being told to set clear boundaries and really allow yourself to connect to your power. It's almost like this strength, this power, it's like choosing to just come through. But there's been a block there, and that block has been you blocking it out of fear. But this fear isn't from present day, it's from past lives. So write down, I'm choosing to disconnect several soul contracts from every existence, every lifetime, right? That's rooted in fear, that's rooted in hiding my power. I am choosing right now today to have my power come to the forefront, right? And to live fearlessly in my power. So I was asking, was there anything else? And I was told to tell you there is something special waiting for you on the other side. And when they said that, I'm thinking like, what? The other side, like death? And they said, no, the other side of your fears. So whatever you're fearing right now in this lifetime, when you can release that fear, that hold you have on it, right? Remember, it's not to say the fear will go away, but when you can release the hold that you have on it and allow yourself to step into the other side, there will be great things waiting for you there. Great rewards, great blessings, great gifts. It'll also elevate you into your next level, right? Okay. And that is all that I'm receiving for you. Thank you for allowing me to serve you, and let me know how it resonates. Let me know. So let's see. Hey, Pat, how are you? How are you? Well, when you get an opportunity, watch the replay. Watch the replay. There was some really powerful messages that came through. Hey, Alata. Oh, wow. Kimia says she wanted this reading because she felt she had some involvement with Harriet. So you are dead on. Also, her name means goddess. Thank you. Look at that. Look at spirit coming on through. I'm so grateful. So grateful. So yeah. Awesome. Awesome. I'm grateful that I was able to serve you. Awesome. So yes. So if anyone else would like a mini reading, I'm going to share the Cashapp with you. And Camilla, you are next. And let's see, what is in store for me in 2021? I heard blessings, gifts, challenges that you'll overcome. And then I'm hearing we shall overcome. Okay, so I'm disconnecting and connecting. Oh, thank you, Phyllis. Thank you so much. What's in store? So I'm being told to tell you, you will face many challenges, but you will overcome them. And what I'm being told to tell you is these challenges aren't like these huge things that are going to be detrimental. It's like little small challenges, right? You'll find that there's a challenge here, there's a challenge there, everywhere is a challenge, right? And you're going to just tackle them. But what Spirit is telling me to tell you, the reason why these challenges are coming forth, I'm hearing, is because of your stubbornness to see things for what they are and to release them accordingly. Now, this includes many things. It's not just dealing with people, it's also dealing with battles that you have with self, right? And so, Spirit is saying, make a game of it, right? Make a game of it. Look at it like something fun. And what they're showing me is, those things that at the fair, they pop up and you hit them and then they pop down. So, just see those challenges like a game, right? You're knocking them out and then you get your prize, right? As far as people and relationships, you're being called to move into a new energy, right? What I'm being told to tell you is you're being called to expand your group, right? So I'm not being told to tell you to cut anyone out, but what they're telling me to tell you is expand your group to include those that are in the same energetic frequency as you, right? Those that are striving to be more in their calling, those that are striving to do the light work they were called to do, those that are striving to live a healthier life. Spirit is saying it's time for you to begin surrounding yourself with others that are in that frequency or a higher frequency so that they can help you to stay on course. I'm hearing you're at the finish line, and 2021 is going to be a lot of you completing the race, right? They're using the race as a metaphor. They're saying there is no rush, right? You could be walking the track, right? You can crawl the track as long as you're moving. Yeah, they're telling me the move, it's a good idea, but don't rush it, right? Don't rush it. And when they're saying don't rush it, what they're saying is make sure that you connect and you're being guided every step of the way, right? Guided on how are you getting there? How are you getting your stuff there? What place are you going to live in, right? What are you taking with you? What are you leaving? Every step of the way, they're telling me to tell you to be guided, right? They're also telling me to tell you to increase your meditation, the frequency and the length of time, right? Because not only will you be meditating to ease your soul and your spirit, but you're also being called to meditate to receive. It's really important that you strengthen and build that connection. And they're telling me 2020, whatever you like. They're literally saying 2020, 2021 can be whatever you like, right? So they're saying to be really intentional. If you don't have a vision board, create one. If you do, update it. Get rid of the things that are no longer of interest to you and add the things that are. 2021, you'll be surrounded by loving spirits in the physical form if you allow it, right? And what they're telling me to tell you is this also requires you to step out of your comfort zone. As you make this move and you start to have new people attempting to be your friend, allow new people in. Don't be afraid of the outcome. Trust and know that you deserve healthy relationships. I'm hearing in every avenue. You deserve that increase, that raise, that promotion. You deserve the more that you desire and crave. Speak up, ask for what you believe you deserve, and don't take no for an answer. They just said, remember, we're not settling. And what they're telling me to tell you in love, if something isn't right, change it, right? Change it. And I'm being told to tell you what they'd like you to do in 2021 is pay attention to these fingers that point back at you, right? So they're telling me to tell you in 2021, allow it to be a year of self-reflection, a year of self-healing, a year of I'm hearing self-worth, self-elevation, right? Pouring into your soul. Allow 2021 to be your year that is all about you. You're setting the foundation, I'm hearing, for not only 2022 and 2021, but for the rest of your life. This year is actually your year of growth, your year of healing, your year of developing your continuous, I'm hearing, legacy and future. And as they're saying legacy, they mean just like that past life energy for your daughter, like that type of legacy, right? Like your energy is leaving an imprint on your future offspring for lifetimes and lifetimes to come. And then they're also speaking of your future in the 3D in this lifetime. So this is what you'll be doing in 2021. You'll really be laying a foundation. And they're really stressing for you to choose for 2021 to be a year of fearlessness. So what they're saying is meaning leap when you're told to jump, jump when you're told to leap. And as that came through, I was asking, okay, well, what does that mean? And they said when they tell you to move, move. Don't even analyze how you're moving. They're saying first, just focus on moving, right? Because if you are told to move, movement of any kind is valuable, it's important, and it's counted. What you're being called not to do is sit still when you're told to move. Put the shoe on the other foot is what they're saying. Put the shoe on the other foot. So what they're showing me is like someone that's wearing their left shoe on the right foot. When you're living in fear, that's what you're doing, and it makes it difficult to take action. If you attempted to run with the wrong shoes on, it would be very tough. You'd probably fall on your face. When you get those shoes on the right foot and you lace them bad boys up, running becomes a whole lot easier. So taking action will become easier, right? When you step out of your comfort zone and step into the light of guidance. And what they were showing me was like the sun, like almost like you're standing underneath a rain cloud, a gray cloud, and it's cold and it's yucky. And then when you step over In action, the sun is shining on you. You feel energized, you feel enthusiastic, and you feel ready to go. They're also telling me to tell you, and I don't know why a message is coming through for your daughter too, but they're telling me to tell both of you to get more rest. Get more rest. You have a strong light within. Let it shine. 2021 is all about shining your light. And I'm hearing that Beyonce song, Ring the Alarm, but they're saying forget about the rest of the lyrics. They're just saying that power behind Ring the Alarm, the way her voice spoke, that's how you're being called to shine your light, right? Oh, and then they're telling, no. Okay. They're telling me to pull cards from this deck for you. Ooh, okay. This is the card you got. This is what it looks like. I'm hearing open space, open field. It's time to run. And what I am reading is, behold a new day with rainbows, sunshine, and blue skies, new players, rebounds and recoveries, abundance, health, and harmony, just like you've been picturing them, right? Right. Please tell me you've been picturing them. It takes so little, the universe. So again, reiterating, this is what's in store. This is what's in store for you. This is what's in store. So, a new day, 2021, with rainbows, sunshine, blue skies, new players, rebounds and recoveries, abundance, health, and harmony. And they're telling you to do more visualization. Make sure you're visualizing how you'd like the rest of your life to be. Tell you is it's all about flow, being in flow. As you allow yourself to be in flow, things are going to flow to you so easily in 2021. These challenges, again, they are not going to be difficult to overcome if you look at it like a game, right? It's just a game. And I'm the winner here, right? I'm the winner. I'm the only player. I'm winning, right? And they're telling me to tell you not to get stuck in past regrets. That's a challenge as well. Don't get stuck in past regrets. Allow life to just flow in 2021. And it says, most don't stop to think, but both have, most don't stop to think, but both having money and not having money make fantastic adventures possible that wouldn't otherwise be possible. Same goes for having and having anything else. I don't know why. What's up with me not reading? Is that me or is it relevant? They said, no, it's you. So it says, most don't stop to think, but both having money and not having money make fantastic adventures possible that wouldn't otherwise be possible. Same goes for having and not having anything else. Everybody is a winner in time and space, the universe. So again, Spirit is telling you, reiterating, you got this. You're a winner. You can't lose, right? That's how you're being called to view 2021. And as a result, you will experience wins. It's also a time for you to be in the space of accepting challenges, accepting them with joy and gratitude, knowing that they're getting you to your next step. I just keep hearing blessings upon blessings, racks on racks on racks. Create that abundance in your mind first, and then be guided on how and which challenges to overcome so that you go ahead and flow your butt right there. And they said, flow your happy behind right into your blessings. Is there anything else going on that's significant in 2021? I was just told just the fact that it's really time for you to release some things that you've been holding on to, some past pains, some past hurts, some past disappointments. Now is the time to release it. And don't wait for 2021. Get started now. It's time to release those things because they are hindering you. They are blocking you. They're not making it impossible. They're just making what is possible more difficult to obtain. But it's totally up to you. The route has been shown. The help is there. But it's up to you to reach out and take that hand. Okay, I asked, was there anything else? They said, nope, that is all. So that is what I'm receiving for you, Camilla. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you see what I'm doing, let me know if you just knew what I was doing just now. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. Let me know how it resonates. Let's see. Pass it. Thanks, sis. I'll definitely watch a replay. Hey, Phoenix, how are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome. If you were not on for the entire Empower Hour, watch the replay if you feel led to do so. Watch the replay. So I know that there is someone else that is getting a reading. Let me go ahead and save this. Okay, okay. Move to Dropbox. Oops. I'm getting this out of the screen, you guys, because this was all up on the screen. Blocking. Okay. All right. Kimia said, perfect. Thank you. I will definitely look at it like a game. No regrets. Got it. Dead on again as usual. I'm so grateful. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. Thank you. Awesome. Phyllis said, I'm learning to change my words. Yes, yes, you are. And it is amazing. Balls. So let's see. Who is next? Who is next? Okay. Saria, you are next. And were you doing a general or did you have a question? Let me know. Let me know. And I am disconnecting from Kamia's energy and connecting to Saria's energy. As I wait. So yeah, let me know if you're doing a general or if you have a question. I'm feeling some solar plexus stuff with you right off top as I connect to your energy. I'm feeling some solar plexus stuff, but we'll get into that when you answer, whether it's a general or you have a question. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards for you while I wait to know. In spirit, just, allow these answers, these cards to reveal whether it's a question or a general. Just allow them to be on point with whichever is selected. Please and thank you. Thank you so much. One more shuffle and then, or just right now? Okay. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Saria, are you still here? Might be a good idea to get you some Palo Santos if you don't have any. And if you do, burn it. Okay. What's in store for you in 2021? Burn it and put it near your heart chakra and your solar plexus. The piece that's in here is super small, but they're telling me to tell you to use sage first and then the Palo Santos, your heart chakra and your solar plexus. But I'm going to tell you what's in store for you in 2021. These cards were already pulled. But before we go there, Spirit is telling me to tell you an energy cleansing would be good. There's some blockages in your heart chakra and there are some blockages in your solar plexus. It's all about you tapping into your power, and you're going to do that by healing the things that are weighing heavy on your heart. Now, as I'm talking, the solar plexus is fading some, but the heart chakra is feeling, I'm hearing the word really disturbed, right? It's feeling really disturbed. And I mean, until it's time for you to release that and heal that, whatever that is. And what they're telling me as I'm looking at your first card, I'm going to cover what the card says so that we can just focus on the picture. What they're showing me is like that is like, this is a representation of your heart. And there are past pains that are like covering your heart like this, right? And so if we do this, and we think in terms of the heart going down into the solar plexus, it's like it's doing this. Your heart's here. This is what's happening. It's like growing over your heart and it's affecting your power. So Spirit is saying it's important for you to heal that. If in fact you are interested in an energy healing session, the link is in every video description. Gillian is running a special right now where the sessions are $50 each. So that may be something to consider. So the first card you got is growth. You also have resistance and you have abundance. And so as it relates to your 2021, what I'm being told to tell you is that 2021 is all about your healing. It's all about you growing. I'm hearing into new discoveries of who you are, right? Whatever levels you've reached already, 2020, did I say 2020, 2021? I don't know why 2019 keeps coming through. But as I'm saying, I don't know why it keeps coming through. What I'm being told is there are some things that happened in 2019 that you have carried with you in 2021. And what you're being called to do is release them, not to have them continue to grow over your heart into the upcoming years of your life, right? So it's all about healing, releasing, and rediscovering who you are. Now, as far as the resistance goes, what Spirit is telling me is to tell you that others may resist your change. They may resist your shift. Others would like to keep you in that box that they've placed you in because you are easily accessible, right? I'm even hearing easily used, right, to their advantage. And what you're being called to do is release that. I'm hearing release that pushback of their resistance, meaning don't take it on. And as I'm saying that, the heart chakra is getting a little sharp. What they're telling me is to tell you when we look at this card, right, we see that the fist is clenched, right? But then we look and we see all the growth that's happening. We see the ladybug, we see the birds, we see all the magic, right? So what Spirit is saying is that clenched fist is not a representation of you. It's a representation of those that would like to slow your growth down or keep you stuck and stagnant in the energy that you're in. And what Spirit is telling me to tell you is to grow anyway. Grow anyway, because 2021 is a year where there are many opportunities for you to create more abundance in your life, right? I'm hearing more abundance in love, right? More abundance in love, more abundance in wealth, right? More abundance in peace and freedom. But it's up to you to have the courage to heal. 2021 for you is about healing whatever that is that happened in 2019 that you're carrying. And as you're choosing to heal that, there will be some other things that will be healed in 2021 that you aren't consciously aware of that you're carrying from when you were a child, from past life, your last past life, the previous one right before this one. And I'm hearing in 3 lives before that, right? They're very specific. Heartbreak, heartache. Also being afraid to be yourself, afraid to allow your light to shine. And the more I talk, the heart chakra is just really active. In order for you to step into your abundance, right? Your abundance of mind, your abundance of peace of mind. And they're really putting an emphasis on wealth, right? What they're telling me is that is a big focus for you, is increasing your financial state. And so they're really putting an emphasis on that as well. But what they're saying is the thing that is blocking that is the thing that's growing on your heart. Right? Growing on your heart. They're telling me to tell you to release resentment, release anger, right? And really get in touch with the fact that that is truly just pain, right? It's just pain. And from that pain, there's been some fear that has settled, which stops you from being open. So what I'm being told is to have you be open in 2021, right? Not just for the healing and the growth, but be open to love, new love, right? Renewed love. And more, I'm hearing, and self-love and more self-love. 2021 is all about the year of nature. They're saying it's about you reconnecting with nature. I'm hearing drums, native drums and African drums. And they're actually showing me, I'm hearing a powwow. They're using the word powwow, but what they're showing me, they're not showing me like a native powwow. They're showing me like African drums and African dance. And they're showing like feet kicking up dust, right? And they're just showing me community. They're showing me a circle of community. So it's time for you to connect with community. It's time for you to follow where your soul is leading you, where your soul is guiding you. The community that you have been a part of has served its purpose. It's now time for you to step into that up level, that next community that your soul's been waiting for. You'll know exactly who and what that is. And I'm hearing it's also time for you to share. And then they said it's also time for you to share. And then they said share crop. So there was a time that you spent as a sharecropper, right? And I'd like you to really think about what that means to you. When you think of the term sharecropper or sharecropping, like what does that mean to you? What do you feel their frame of mind was to be involved in sharecropping, right? And when you do that, Spirit is saying that there is something in that you are being called to heal in 2021. There are many things that are blocking you, like your trust issues. That's one that is really huge, and you're being called to release the trust issue that you have with the outside world and learn to trust yourself, learn to trust your instincts and your intuition. And you do that by being guided, because you are very much so connected. So when you get promptings from the soul, promptings from the divine, promptings from the ancestors, the guides, follow it. It's all about, I'm literally hearing, it's all about playing follow the leader in 2021 for you, right? That leader is your internal GPS system. That leader is your divine spirit team. And you're being tested a lot in 2021. You're being tested a lot. So you will be receiving lessons, tests, blessings, right? I'm hearing consider it a feast. And what they're showing me is just this huge table with cakes and cookies and all the fabulous foods that you love, right? And each food is a representation of the attributes that you're choosing to have in your life, right? And so what they're telling me to tell you is just like you'd have to walk to the table, you'd have to pull the chair out and sit there. All of those are actions. And so what Spirit is saying is don't get stuck and stagnant in fear based on the heartbreak. Allow yourself to be in action and go towards that feast that you so deserve. This table was prepared for you. And that saying about preparing a table for you in the face of your enemies, don't quote me, but that's what they're not speaking it. They're giving me that for you, right? That's what's happening. That table is being prepared. Your blessings will take place. And those that have hurt you, that have attempted to harm you, will witness this growth and this elevation. You don't have to pay them back. Their karma is going to be watching you grow, watching you move on in life, watching you elevate yourself, watching you be happy and abundant. Let go of revenge thoughts. Let go of anger. Let that go. In 2021, it's all about you. It's all about your elevation. It's all about you grabbing that abundance. Okay. I'm being told to pull a card for you from here, too. What message do you have? Take that one. Okay. So this is what it looks like. And oh, that is beautiful. All about flow. And look at those colors. We got the heart and solar plexus together right here, right? And Spirit is showing you just flow. Here's some more heart and solar plexus. Just speak your truth, that connection to the divine, right? That growth, right? That abundance, it's all there for you. It's all there for you. Self-reflecting is key. And it says today you are a magnet for infinite abundance, divine intelligence, and unlimited love. Actually, this has always been true. Rock on, the universe. So that is what 2021 has in store for you. I am super excited for you. I'm super excited. I'm being told to show the bottom card. Every fortune, gold, medal, and trophy, every comeback, triumph, and celebration, and every kiss, hug, and handheld was first a thought, a whisper, or a dream. Go, the universe. Can you see? And I'm being told to show you what that picture looks like. Look at that, all that solar plexus energy just shining. So it's time for you to heal that heart and get on with your abundance. That is your message. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. And please let me know how it resonates. Let's see. Saria said, I am. This is so on point. I can't even begin to express it. Thanks. You are so welcome. So welcome. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. And if you feel led to leave a review, if you go into the description box of every video, there's a link for the Spiritual Awakening with AshworthScott Life Sculpting page. If any of you that gets a reading on the channel, if you feel led to leave a review, please do. It would be appreciated. No pressure, but if you feel led, it would be appreciated. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. So, is there anyone else that would like a reading today? Hello, Governor. I am disconnecting from Saria's energy. And while we are waiting, earlier we got 555, right? So I am going to look that up for all of us. Because, and we got 553. Remember, we did get that too. Okay, so what is the message here that you have for us? Angel number 555 is comprised of the number 5 appearing tripled, making a powerful number with energies and attributes of being threefold, amplified and reinforced. Number 555 carries the strong vibrations of making decisions and life choices, personal freedom and individuality, cleverness and intelligence, adaptability and versatility, life lessons learned through experience and resourcefulness, opportunity and expansion, spontaneity, life changes and new opportunities, adventure, curiosity, challenges, idealism, action, and activity. Angel number 555 tells of significant and necessary changes happening in your life that have been divinely inspired and guided. These changes will bring about long awaited circumstances and results and will fully align with your true divine life purpose and soul mission. Angel number 555 is a message from your angels that it is time to let go of the old that is no longer positively serving you. Trust that they will be replaced with better. Release old doubts, fears, and perceived obstacles. And if feeling any fears or confusion, ask for support and guidance from your angels. Know that your angels are with you always. Keep a positive attitude and mindset about the new entering your life, and keep an open mind as to the opportunities presenting themselves. Remember that everything happens for a reason and nothing happens by chance, even though the reason for the changes may not be clear at this point in time. Trust that all will fall into place for you. These changes have come about so that you can break from old restraints and constraints and freely pursue your soul purpose as a spiritual being. Angel number 555 suggests that major life changes are taking place in many areas of your life. Trust that these changes are for both your immediate and long-term benefit. The angels ask that you go with the flow. So that is that message. And then we got 553. I'm going to go ahead and read 553. And then we will get out of the angel messages. And Saria, I'm not sure if you are still on, but I am being told to invite you to join the Activating You mentorship. So I would say meditate on that. And if it is something that you choose to do, tomorrow is actually the last day of the 2020 investment amount, and then it goes up for 2021. So meditate today. And if you receive a yes, let's get you enrolled, okay? So we have angel number 553. Number 553 is a blend of the attributes and influences of number 5 appearing twice, magnifying its vibrations and the energies of number 3. Number 5 brings the influence of major life changes, making important choices and decisions, expansion and opportunity, adaptability and versatility, personal freedom, resourcefulness, and life lessons learned through experience. Number 3 relates to growth and expansion, spontaneity and broad-mindedness, optimism, joy, and enthusiasm, natural talent and skills, creativity, manifesting your desires, self-expression, and communication. Number 3 is also associated with the energies of the Ascended Masters. Angel number 553 is a powerful sign of important life changes. These changes have come about due to your positive attitude and intentions to better your life. Your prayers and positive affirmations have manifested your desired changes, and better is now on its way. Angel number 553 is a message that major life changes are around you, and you may be feeling apprehensive or anxious about what lays ahead of you. Although it may not seem like it right now, trust that all is going to divine plan and all will fall into place in divine right time. There may be some additional information to be revealed and or work to be done, but ultimately all is going as it should at this time. Know that these changes are happening to advance you along your life path and to help you fulfill your soul mission. You are encouraged to take full advantage of the changes and the new opportunities that will present in your life. Angel number 553 is a message that the angels and ascended masters are overseeing the life changes you are currently experiencing and are ensuring that all goes to divine plan. If feeling any fears, doubts, or anxieties about these life changes, call upon the angels for help, healing, guidance, and support. And you guys, I can't make it up. Guess what that equals? 4. 553 equals 4. And so, anyways, you guys, we already read the message for that, but look at that. Look at that. So that is our message. Cheryl said it's 553 where I live. Oh, wow. That is amazing, amazing, amazing. So yes, yes, yes. I don't know if there's anyone else on getting a mini read, but what I am going to do is pull a card for us as a collective, or however many spirit has come through. Was I meant to do that one? Was that for us? Okay. What message do you have for us? Spirit, come through. Highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, and helpful companions. Thank you for delivering a message for us as a collective that is rooted in highest light, love, and truth. Awesome. We like to see it. We like to see it. Is there another take from the top or the bottom? The top and the bottom. Okay. All righty then. Ooh, you guys, listen, I can't make it up. I just can't make it up. Okay, first of all, look at this. We got the protection card, and Spirit is letting us know. Look at this. Look at this right here, right? Look at this. You see this bird carrying this individual in that nest, right? And Spirit is saying this is a representation of our guides. We have been getting this message all day that our guides are here to support us, right? What she's doing is she's surrendering, right? She's surrendering. She's up in that nest and she's surrendered. She's like, I said, this is where I'm choosing to go. And I trust you gonna get me there, so much so that I can go to sleep, right? I done did my part and now I'm letting you do yours, right? So Spirit is saying, allow yourself to rest at night. Stop overthinking it. Just be in action. Do what you're told to do and trust that your divine spirit team, your guides, your angels, your ancestors will get you there as long as you move. Right? You can rest assured and know you will get there. And also for those of you that maybe sometimes feel like you're being attacked, psychic attacks are real, but Spirit is saying increase your protection, your actual protection of your physical self, your spiritual self, right? You are protected, and it requires you to maintain that level of protection by your everyday non-negotiables. Now, this card came in reverse, and this card is extremes. So what Spirit is telling you is to not be extreme about anything, right? Be in balance, right? Sometimes, we can have a tendency to be too far to the left, too far to the right. And Spirit is saying it's all about balance, right? It's all about balance. Balance creates ease, it creates grace, and it creates flow, right? So we're being called to be balanced. And then the void, what Spirit is saying is that there is nothing outside of you that is going to fill that void that some of us may feel in our lives, right? This requires us to heal. This requires us to allow ourselves to be guided into what's creating that void. And I'm hearing rip it at the root, right? Rip it at the root. It's no more about us doing surface cleaning. Spirit is saying it's time for us to go deep. That surface cleaning is the cleaning of your conscious self, your conscious mind, your conscious beliefs. That going below is the unconscious, which is the driving force. Spirit is saying now is the time to go deep. We're not doing surface. It's the time to go deep, get it at the root, pull it out, and finally be done with it once and for all. Whether it's something in this lifetime or several previous lifetimes. Now is the time to heal it. And many of us are curious to know what's in store for 2021. Well, what Spirit is saying, what is in store for 2021 is going deep and being done with it once and for all. That is what we're all being called to do. There's residue for those of us that have begun our journey. Spirit is saying, identify the residue and release it, right? And then look at this. This is why I can't make it up. We've been getting this message about that action. And Spirit is making it plain as day. It's about this. It's about this. Be in action. Release the fear. Dance with life, right? Dance with life. Be in action. Don't be stuck in fear, stagnant by fear. And let's see, I'm being told to add all these numbers up. And it equals 20. All the numbers together equal 20. So that is about the divine feminine, divine masculine, as above, so below, duality, embracing our full selves, right? Being perfect, whole, and complete is the message that's coming through for that. So Spirit is saying also you may choose to look up the number 20 in your own time and get that additional message. But that is what's coming through for us as a collective, So is there anything else? Okay, I'm being told to pull from this deck for all of us. And if there is anyone else that would like a mini read, let me know, because if no one lets me know when I pull this, then we'll go ahead. Oh, I just heard take it. Then we'll go ahead and wrap up our Empower Hour for today. And it's 7 o'clock exactly. Did you guys see how that? I don't know if you saw how it jumped. It flipped. Take both. All right. Okay. So this one came in reverse. We'll explore why. Spirit saying, look at the picture in reverse. And I heard it's only but a dream. Okay. So the message is like waves eternally lapping at the shore. The universe is eternally knocking at your door with abundance and riches beyond anything you can now imagine. If only you knew the universe. So Spirit is letting you know, like, knock, knock. Abundance is waiting. Knock, knock. Right? When we living in fear, we living at the wrong house. Spirit's like, it's time to move out of that place, because at that other place that was built for you from the ground up, right? That house of fearlessness, that's where the abundance is knocking at the door and nobody's home, right? And it's not going nowhere. It's going to forever be at that house of fearlessness, knocking, waiting for you to evict yourself from that house of fear and move into the house of fearlessness. As soon as you choose it and you get there, that abundance is knocking at your door, waiting for you to let it in, right? And we also have this one, and it says, really and truly, money just isn't that important. Now, before you have a conniption, by all means, pursue it, spend it, and roll around in it. But just don't let it become how the rest of your dreams will come true. I know now, just dream your dreams, the universe. Look at that. Look at that. So oftentimes we limit ourselves. We limit ourselves by having specifics of how it must come, right? Spirit is saying, focus on the dream. Focus on the dream, not what it takes as far as the money to get there. Focus on the dream. Focus on the goals, right? And let Spirit do the rest. And then we have this one. And it says, not having enough money is never the problem, it seems. First, lack is always temporary. Second, change is only ever a few thoughts away. And third, it's not like you haven't performed miracles before. Honey, the universe. So we've got some amazing messages that Spirit brought through today. I'm so grateful. I'm too fly for this. Who is this? I'm going to share the Cash App link with you. I don't know if you've been on before, if you've changed your screen name, but welcome. Let me know who you are if you are someone that's been on before. I am sharing the Cash App link with you. And the mini reads are $25. Oh, awesome. Welcome. I'm not sure if you got the invite to join Activating You. I saw where you enrolled. So welcome, welcome. I'm super excited for us to get started. And I will be doing an official welcome for you in the group after Empower Hour. So I just shared the Cash App link with you. They're 25. So after you send your payment, let me know. And then let me know if you have a question that you like to ask or if you'd like a general reading. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, okay. And while I'm waiting, I'm being told to pull 2 more cards. And the 2 cards that we get, Spirit is saying, read from the book. Okay, awesome, awesome. If you would like to do it today, you can also send it via PayPal. That's okay too. I just always request that if you guys use PayPal for the mini readings, that you do it friends and family, because PayPal charges a fee, Cash App does not. So yeah, so if it is something that you like to do today, and if not, we can do it next week. It's totally up to you. Yeah, yeah. And the email for the PayPal is coachnakila@gmail.com. There's also a link in the description box. Awesome, awesome. Alatha said, I'll donate a reading for I'm Too Fly for this. That's so awesome. Thank you, Alatha. Thank you. Well, look, there we go. Alatha just said she'll donate for you, so we will do it this week. Unless you'd rather wait till next week, it's totally up to you. Okay, so this is what we got, you guys. We got focus and we got trust. We got the trust again. Again. Spirit's like, let's just come on, y'all. Trust and action combined, right? Trust and action. We got the action card itself, even though we've been getting the action message, and then we got trust, the actual card, twice. So look how beautiful that card is. And look, what's standing out is Spirit is saying she's breathing underwater. And that's pointing out the miracles, right? When you focus on the miracles, you create them. Like, she's not focused on the fact that her face is being submerged in water. She's just focused on the fact that she can create a miracle, and the miracle is happening as she's focused, right? So anyways, that was coming through very strong for this card. And we have 10 for these cards. 10 cycles, new beginnings, new beginnings. Okay, so 14. Let's see here. What you got for us? Okay, so 14, it says focus. You must focus on the task at hand right now. There is no room for a scattergun approach. Put on the blinkers and do not listen to gossip or negative people. If you make a mistake, it is your mistake to make. Do not waste your focus. Do not split your attention into too many pieces. And it says, I have a laser-like focus that serves me well. So what we place our focused attention on matters. Placing our undivided focus on something means we are more likely to take action on it. We are more likely to finish something we wish to complete if we focus on it. We're more likely to plan and succeed in our achievement should we take the time to focus on how. Even something as simple as eating a meal is more enjoyable if we take the time to focus on just that. Eating and all of its sensory rewards. What hinders focus? Diversion, and it is often diversions we set for ourselves or that we allow. When we are afraid of our own growth or greatness, we may procrastinate. We might place drama in our own way. We may even focus on everyone except for ourselves and never have the time to do the things we set for ourselves. Our heart's desires, therefore, never come to us. We might allow the opinions of others to get in the way, letting the criticisms and values of others affect us. This is useless. It says we need, but it serves our highest good to forget about the gossip or opinions of others, about what our society says. Instead, turn your focus to you and what you are doing. Pay attention to you, and it did say you again with an exclamation point. It says we need, but we cancel and delete that. It serves our highest good to focus instead on what feels so deeply good to us. What we really choose, it says want, but it's lack, so we cancel deleting. What we really choose and what we choose to place in our laser-like focus upon, and what we choose to place our laser-like focus upon. And soon it will be ours. And so the companion stone for this card is carnelian. Carnelian. So this is powerful because this actually reiterates a major part of the message that we received earlier. Spirit kept telling us that this year it's all about us focusing on us, our self-love, right? Being more in tune with self, releasing those opinions of others, and allowing ourselves to grow in our own greatness, right? Our own abundance, that abundance of spirit. And then we also have trust. 32. Let's see. And it says egg moon. Trust is the egg moon. It says, trust yourself, develop self-trust, and joy will follow. You can rely on your own capabilities. Begin to plan carefully for the future. And the affirmation is, it is the beginning, and I trust myself in all things. Apart from the trust that we might develop spiritually with our higher power, self-trust is the basis of all other trust. Self-trust is a surety that we can rely upon ourselves, that our decisions are valid, that we ourselves matter, that knowing ourselves combined with trusting ourselves lead to better, more informed decisions about all aspects of our life, including career and relationships. Self-trust is far more than a flashy show of confidence. It is a deeper and further reaching than that. It is the security at the very core that no matter what, our wisdom matters and it is best. It allows for flow and for faith in oneself and the way you do things, moving and choosing in the world. Self-trust is a full acceptance of self. As accepting oneself becomes easier, thus, self-trust will begin to shine. This gives great momentum to anything we choose to tackle or do. Our ancestors saw spring, the great thawing, as a new beginning. They would walk the marshes and plains and find newly laid eggs, more than just a symbol of fertility and new hope. The eggs meant that the worst of the cold was over and that new life really was here. The egg moon was a time of celebration and rejoicing, and the metal associated with this message is iron. So this is amazing. We have been getting that message that we are walking into a new energy where we are able to create new life for ourselves. We are in that energy. And look, this card was on the bottom of the Spirit Show. It's the release card. We are in that energy, and it is truly up to us to release all those things that are keeping us from being in that energy, right? It's no longer an energy that is to come. It is here. And if we are not living and existing and thriving and growing in it, it's because we are keeping ourselves from that. So it's time to stop that. And it's time for us to allow ourselves to just bask in that energy, grow and flow in it. Okay. So that is the message for us as a collective. Those of you that stayed on, I'm so grateful you did, because see, Spirit still be delivering for us, even throughout the mini reads. So, and you know what? I have always been curious. Do you pronounce your name Maria or Maria? Or is it Mari? Maria or Maria? Let me know, because every time we communicate on social media, but I've never heard you say your name. And I'm just making sure that what I believe it to be, that is accurate. So how do you pronounce it? Let me know. Maria? Awesome. That's pretty. Maria. Okay. So, Maria, did you have a question or would you like a general? And Cheryl, I'm grateful that you loved the message. So let me know. I'm connecting to your energy. I'm disconnecting from the energy of the collective, connecting to Maria's energy. Let me know. Do you have a question or a general? Would you like a general? Okay, awesome. General it is. Spirit, what message do you have for Maria? I instantly heard relax and breathe. It's not that serious. This too shall pass. You have your wings, use them. Also, I'm being told to tell you when you have your menstrual cycle, I like you to rest. I'm being told to tell you to be in flow with the moon. Pay attention to your energy during full moon cycles. How does your energy change? Do you notice it increasing or do you notice it depleting? Okay, so I was hearing you have joy buried within you, and then I heard you have joy in a bottle. And what they're telling me is you are not allowing yourself to fully feel or experience happiness. Your happiness is bogged down by stress and worry. You tend to worry about things that are out of your control, meaning things that are, I'm hearing, involving others or things that are already done, right? A lot of the woulda, coulda, shoulda, like, oh my gosh, if only I had did this or I could have done this different. And they're saying there's a time and a place to self-reflect, but when it becomes overly obsessively thinking about a situation or experience that has passed, it hinders you and it does more harm than good. You're being called to release your fears. You have a fear around elevating and growth. And they're saying it to me like that, like, as silly as this sounds, right? They're saying, as silly as it sounds, there is a fear of your own greatness. You fear isolation. And they're telling me teasing and bullying, but they're not saying like you're being teased or bullied right now. They're saying like you were at one time, like you're the brunt of the joke. You've experienced times where you were the brunt of the joke and those memories are with you. So it unconsciously, I'm hearing it unconsciously carries weight in your decision making. It unconsciously has a bearing over the life choices that you make now. But you're ready to release it. You're choosing to release it, right? But it still has a hold on you. I'm being told if you choose to wiggle your way out, it'll loosen its grip. So, what I'm being told to tell you is to literally visualize yourself. Visualize yourself, visualize a hand, and just see that hand as the ugliest, nastiest, most disgusting hand there is, right? See it holding you. And then just command it to let you go. Like literally visualize, see it. And as you're seeing it, hold your own hand. Like how I'm doing, hold your own hand. And when you command it to let you go, let go. And visualize yourself being let go. And as you're being let go, allow yourself to feel like you're rising and you're floating. And then feel wings in your back. And then feel support underneath you, pushing you to the top, right? Now, what's coming through with this exercise, the reason why it's going to be so powerful for you is because number one, what spirit would like you to know is that that hand that's holding you is actually yours, right? And it's rooted in and stems from past experiences, memories, right? You holding on to those past things that is now not only creating your reality, but it's also affecting your reality in the now and in the future. They're telling me you've been let down time and time again, but you get to choose different. You get to choose different. And they're asking, what are you choosing? Are you choosing to experience more of the same, or are you choosing to experience people that keep their word, people that are authentic, people that have your back, people that support you, people that truly love you for simply being you? Everything about you, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, everything that makes you you. Choose. They're saying choose. Also, you have some family history and some family drama that you're being called to work through. For some individuals, it'll be a together thing. For others, it'll be just you working through it, just you working through it so that you can heal the wounds within you as a result of that and you can let it go. Some others are not ready or willing or even capable right now to do the work with you. And that's where you do it for self, with self. But there are those that are ready for the mutual apologies, right? The mutual acceptance of agreeing to disagree. And you may find some common ground, right? But it's time to heal those family wounds that are coming through. I heard you also have an eye on the prize. And they literally say an eye on the prize. You have an eye on the prize. They're telling me to tell you to stay focused on the prize. And as they mentioned the whole an eye on the prize, what they're telling me to tell you is to focus all three of your eyes on the prize, right? Your third eye and these two eyes. Just stay focused on what you're choosing. Don't allow others to distract you. And sometimes they're saying the biggest distraction is the things that go on between here in your own head, in your own mind. You creating scenarios of what could happen, right? Whether it is good or not, right? What they're telling me to tell you is to focus more on being in flow. Set your intentions, right? Set what you're choosing to receive and then be in flow, right? Be in flow. Don't focus so much on the details, the step by step. Release the desire to control the situation, release the desire to control your life, and focus on being in flow, focus on your healing and your elevation. You also have a message to share. You're being called to write a book. You're being called to share your experiences. And you're being called to heal the anger. It's really buried beneath the surface. What they're telling me is like most people don't get to feel your wrath. They don't feel your anger. It's in there, but you don't allow it to come out, right? You control your emotions very well as it relates to others experiencing it. However, you're being called to not control your emotions in here. You're being called to release them, let them out, let them flow. Holding on to those emotions, it's like holding on to poison. It's time to take the antidote, which is the release. And also, you're being called to drink more water too. And they're saying apple juice and pineapple juice. Make you a smoothie with apple juice and pineapple juice together. What is that? Why? The pineapples is a representation of feeding your solar plexus, and the apple juice is that energy of abundance, that golden, divine love and light energy of abundance in all areas of your life, right? So make yourself a smoothie with apple juice and pineapple juice. Make sure you include, I'm hearing some green leafy things, not too much where the flavor is disgusting. Make sure you include green apple, feeding your heart chakra. Include blueberries, feeding your connection, your throat chakra. Include a red apple. If you like beets, they're saying anything red. They're basically telling me to tell you to create a chakra smoothie. So grabbing fruit, veggies that represent the colors of the chakra, make it with that orange juice and that apple juice, and then drink it. And as you're drinking it, just allow yourself to feel the nutrients go into your body, feeding and healing those chakras that are blocked. All your chakras. You're being called to feed all your chakras. Complete body cleanse. They're telling me to tell you to do a 3-day fast. And that 3-day fast includes toxic social media, toxic television shows, toxic foods, and toxic people, right? So they're not saying that you have to not eat for 3 days unless you choose to, you know. They're not saying you have to totally disconnect from social media unless you choose to. They're not saying you have to totally disconnect from TV unless you choose to. But what they're saying is that fast is a cleansing process. So for 3 days, give yourself 3 days to disconnect from anything that is toxic and pour into you. They like you to meditate more. Increase your meditation. They says your meditation practice has been shaky at best. It's time to get solid. I hear both rooted and solid in your meditation practice. It's also time for you to put you first. No more considering others that don't consider themselves or you. Because if they're not considering themselves, they cannot consider you. You are not the martyr. You are not the sacrificial lamb. People see you as that because that's how you showed up. It's time to stop that and end that. The world is your oyster. It is your playground. It's time for you to enjoy life to the fullest. You deserve it. Abundance energy is all around you. It's your time to receive it. Okay. I asked, was there anything else? They said, pull one card from this deck. Oh, did you see that? It just flew on. I didn't even have to pull. And look at the picture. And I'm hearing the song, Do You Remember the Time? I'm hearing Michael sing that. Ooh. So it says, what if it takes a long time? So what if it's already taking longer than you thought? So what if it will still take longer? The day will nevertheless arrive, as it always does, when all your prior efforts, determination, and persistence will seem a paltry price indeed, as you are lifted irrevocably higher, as if by chariots of fire into realms previously unimagined. And then you'll think to yourself, wow, that was fast. I can hear the music now, the universe. And so this goes back to that earlier exercise with visualizing that hand, right? Telling it to release and then feeling your wings and then feeling you rise higher and higher, feeling that support, right? So they're telling me to tell you to practice patience. It may feel like things are taking forever, this next level, this next phase. You just made a huge decision when you enrolled in the Activating You mentorship. So what they're telling you is now things are about to happen, and it's about to happen for you quickly. If you do the work, it is going to happen. So they're saying just release it, be in flow, and accept the blessings that you're creating for yourself. You deserve it. They're saying no more waiting, being and doing when you're guided to do. Okay. And then they said to pull this one too. And then they said that is the last one. So this is your card, your other card. It says an abundant life is an abundant life, not abundance all by itself. In case anyone asks, you know, see yourself in the throes of living and see me at your side, the universe. So this really speaks to that support. And what they're saying is to really start focusing on how you are abundant in all areas of life, right? How are you abundant in areas of life? When things feel like the abundance is lacking, where are you abundant in life? They're saying focus on that with gratitude. Anything else? That is the message I am receiving for you. They're telling me to tell you to breathe, release, and let go. Let go. Just be in flow. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. And please let me know how it resonated. Let me know. Let me know. So let's see. You know what's so funny? I'm going to tell you, when they told me to tell you that, I was like, I don't feel like she has a cycle. So they told me if you were to say that when your cycle were to take place, right? Because even though we may not bleed, I don't have a menstrual cycle either. That's the funniest thing, because literally I felt that. But what they're telling me to tell you is we still have a cycle. It may not be that we're actually bleeding, but we're internally still going through that cycle as a menstrual cycle, right? And what they're telling me with that menstruating is that releasing of waste, right? So energetically, we still experience a cycle, right? So it's about you resting. It's about you resting. That's so funny because I really don't think she has a cycle. But yeah, that's what they're saying. It's about the release, the energetic release. Even if it's not a physical bleeding, you still have a cycle. So yeah, it's the moon and the conjuncture. I've been extremely tired. Okay. I was the brunt on the joke on Christmas Day. I control my anger. My family doesn't feel my whole wrath. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah. It's definitely time to distance yourself from those that I'm hearing don't appreciate your energy. It is definitely time. It's time for you to get you together. It's time for you to focus on you, right? It's time for you to focus on you first. And then you're going to re-enter. By next Christmas, you will be ready to go and be amongst anybody and not be bothered, right? Not be bothered at all. At all. And what they're telling me to tell you is don't allow them to feel the wrath, but for you to feel it, release it, right? Release it. Don't blow up on anybody, but don't hold it in. Allow yourself to feel it and release it. Release it. So yeah, that is the message that I'm getting for you. That is the message I'm getting for you. So thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. And we'll definitely get through this together. I have every confidence that you are going to do great and that the healing is going to happen for you quickly and in flow. So let's see. You said I also had a heartbreak. He's still hanging on to my energy. I didn't blow up. Yeah, good. They're saying don't give them that. Don't give them that. Don't give them that. So yeah, focus on clearing and cleansing your chakras. Do that exercise first with the hand. If you have an opportunity to do that tonight, do it. But yeah, releasing that and do that chakra smoothie. Do that smoothie. Create a chakra smoothie for the 3 days that you're doing the fasting of the toxic things, right? So, yeah. Huh. Okay. They just told me next time say that when you're feeling. I'm like, they didn't tell me to say it because when I was feeling, they said next time say that. When they told me about the cycle, but I was feeling you didn't. I always deliver what I get exactly how I get it. But then I was receiving that I don't feel like she has one, and I didn't say anything. Okay, so here's what I'm going to share because this is what they're saying. So we just had a talk in activating you during the last group session. How when we first start to get messages, right? We will receive messages, and there will be a clear difference between when we're receiving as opposed to ourselves, right? And so at one point, it gets to a point where it just blends, right? You'll be talking and you'll be saying things, and you're not feeling the receiving as you usually would, but you know it's not you because these are things you don't know, right? And so what spirit has been telling us is that oftentimes it'll begin flowing because we are one and the same, right? This is for all of us. And so what I was saying was I didn't say that because I was feeling it. And what they're saying was that too was a message. So that was a lesson for me that I was meant to share here with you all so that as you are developing deeper and stronger into your gifts, you're aware that sometimes it's not going to always feel the same, right? It's going to be different, but to know that if you're receiving it, it is still a message, right? So, yeah. So that's all. Let's see. Awesome. You're doing a fast next week for 21 days. Awesome, 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 awesome. Well, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. That is your message. And thank you for allowing me to serve you. And before we go, you guys, if there's anybody else that would like a reading, let me know because otherwise we're about to wrap it up. Wrap it up. And pull one more card for the collective. And then after that, if there's no one else, we will be done. We will be done. We will be done. That one. That one? Which one? Top or bottom? Okay. Look at that. What a way to wrap it up. They told me that is for me. Awesome. I appreciate it. I'm okay, you guys. This is me all the time. Like I almost forgot we were on here together, but I do act that way when it's just me by myself. But anyways, this card was the patience and planning with the number 7, and they said that card was for me. But this is the card for all of us as a collective, the triumph card. And look, it's also the number 7. Look at that. 7 7. I'm hearing 7 7 7 93 11. Maybe if you give me a call. Remember that song? And Spirit is saying the reason why we're hearing that is all we got to do is call. Just pick up the phone. Spirit, hello. I'm putting out the lifeline, and there they are. But what the triumph spirit said is this is what's in store for us. Just do it. That horse represents action. That being red represents being grounded in your power, being grounded in your trust in the divine. That 7 represents the divine, right? Right? Allow you to be that action. See how it blends together? It just blends together, right? So you being a person of action, you being a spirit of action, a being of action, moving forward, right? Being grounded in your truth, knowing that the divine has your back and you are powerful, being in flow. There's nothing that can hinder you, right? Nothing that can hinder you. Choose your words wisely, as in allow yourself to be guided with the things you say, when you say it, how you say it, and to whom you say it to. Do not get your hands dirty being caught up in other people's energies and their dramas. Just allow yourself to be guided into who you're called to serve and put your energy where you're called to put it. Not everyone is worthy of your time and your energy and your efforts. Don't be an enabler. People must enable themselves, and then you can be an assistant, a guide, but you are not anyone's savior except your own. And they said, that is it. And that is all. That is our message. A lot to say, we know you're silly. Sometimes I think you guys really have no idea, though. But yes, I am very silly. So that is our message, you guys. I thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. And again, if you have been prompted to join me in the Activating You, do it before the year ends so you can take advantage of these 2020 prices. And then let's move into 2021, healing and growing and elevating and stepping into your purpose, your calling, and all that abundance in all areas. Let's do it. I'm ready if you are. If you're not sure, meditate. If you get a yes, take action. If you get a no, don't. But do what you're guided to do, okay? I thank you. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. And I will talk to you next Wednesday. Have a good rest of your day, you guys. Alata said, thank you for your service and energy. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alata. Cheryl said, triumph. Yes, that is our card. That is the energy. That is our gift, our blessings. We cannot fail. We either learn or we grow, but we're always winning. I'm tripping, you guys. I'm like, where does that say? It just smells like something burning. It's sitting right here and it's not even lit. But anyways, that's our message. Is there a reason why it smelled like something was burning? Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna say it. They say it's time for us to burn that shit down. They say it's time to burn that shit down. All that stuff that's not serving you, it's time to burn it down, right? Release it, whatever it is, release it, destroy it, let it go. Let it go, right? Let it grow. Plant those seeds and just let them grow. Okay. So, yep. That is our message. Have a good rest of your evening, and I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. I'll see you Wednesday.